today. We got a packed show. We got special guests here. We got the developers and the founders of Dogefellas, Aaron and Chris. Welcome to the show. As you know, this is where we look for diamonds in the rough and nifties in the wild. I'm here with Martin as well and Jana out in the metaverse. And let's get this started. I'd like to introduce Chris. How are you doing today?
Nice to meet you. I'm doing well, thanks.
Awesome, awesome. And we got Aaron as well, the co-founder of Dogefellas.
Awesome. Hi, guys.
All right. As you guys know, we usually like to kind of start with some news. And this week, there's not too many articles, but there is some interesting things. This article came across, you know, we're really into NFTs here in this world. And as you know, there's different use cases going on in the world. And here in the US, a real estate firm is putting their New York building for sale as an NFT. So I've seen like houses and stuff like that put up for sale and apartments, but I've never seen a complete apartment building before. So I thought it was kind of interesting and it'd be kind of cool. I don't know if they're going to do that, but you know, it'd be kind of cool. Different things you can do, like fractionalize the apartments, right? And blend them all together and get the whole apartment and cool things like that. But I don't think they're that advanced, right? But it's definitely a start. So it's really good to see that there's more and more use cases for NFTs. And yeah, kind of get into it a little bit. Okada and Company has listed its first commercial property as an NFT on OpenSea Marketplace with an ETH price of 15,000 tags. So 15,000 Ethereum will get you an entire apartment building. That's kind of exciting. And I just kind of thought that'd be a kind of good one to show off first. Anybody have any thoughts on this? Anybody have any apartments or anything NFTs? Any wild NFTs?
No, I mean,
all right, yeah, so definitely cool to see that there's different use cases. And it says that Robert Lessner, founder of Compound Labs, said the sale indicated the real estate's future was on chain. The property last traded for 16.25 million 7 months ago, now listed for 15,000 ETH. That would be quite the NFT flip, according to the entrepreneur.
I would like to see the design. Do we see the design of the NFT? Is it just this photo, or is it like the whole contract? Or is it like a nice kind of postcard or a key card to the Golden Palace or something?
Yeah, no,
like
I don't see a link here, but yeah, it's definitely.
That's the weird thing, right? We see these things, we see this news and it's listed somewhere, but like in the end, like a lot of things that we buy because they look beautiful, and like you can do probably a super interesting thing with like real estate NFTs. You know, give them a little card or like have a history book about the estate or whatever it is. You can attach multiple things to an NFT, and then the whole history and the whole provenance of a building itself can accumulate with more owners it has. That's super interesting, I think. So yeah, I would like to see these things to evolve. It reminds me immediately about Upland when I see these like buildings, right? In the Upland, the real estate bill. Who's here knowing Upland? This Monopoly game that's in America, like NFTs on the EOS chain. It immediately reminds me of this. You guys know Upland?
Yeah, it's good. I've got a few properties. I've got one with a building on it as well. Quite proud of that.
Yeah, as you said, Martin, I would have loved to see a link here to the actual drop. You never know what kind of itchy whale you have, right? With this itchy finger, it could be a compulsive buy. You have a super whale on the you know, checking out the tweet, and he just buy it and scoop it up right away. So yeah, always include a link, right, to your drops. Yeah, more in the news. Because here, it looks like OKX invests more than 10 million in the Wax blockchain network. They're going to be investing to help push forward the play to earn model. And they're definitely investing a bunch of money. And Wax is definitely happy with over 12 million user accounts. The Wax network has been used by top brands, as you guys know, such as NASCAR, Sony, Hasbro, Topps, all those guys. So it's a very popular blockchain, but it's not as popular as it could be, right? And with 12 million users, it seems like a lot compared to like, you know, Instagram and Facebook and platforms like that. Still much room to grow. So this is super welcoming news. The increased NFT functionality with blockchain-based games will create experience akin to popular Web2 games while offering a rate of return and of investment opportunity that gamers prioritize in P2E participation. The company said Wax Wax said it will work alongside game development studios with proven gaming pedigrees that can deliver a better level of gameplay, digital fidelity, thoughtful system design, and high production value. Additionally, funding from Block Dream will support the development of the Wax X exchange, which will specifically list the native tokens of play-to-earn video games that are built on the Wax blockchain. So it looks like all our video game or our play-to-earn gaming tokens are going to have its own DEX or its own exchange, rather. That's kind of cool. So you kind of go there and it's like just gaming tokens, right? So you can kind of like amass all the tokens in one place. As you know, we're currently on Alcor swap, but it's nice to know that they're going to be moving into more and more exchanges as they kind of get into the play to earn ecosystem. So that's
it seems like a very sweet like UI solution to integrate all the games, you know, and like a game store on a mobile phone, you can choose all the blockchain games that are on the Wax chain. And I'm not sure if exchanges, centralized exchanges move in this model, like maybe it you know, there's a lot of onboarding with different wallets for different chains. If they basically manage, as they manage your token right now, also all your game stats, and you don't need to have a wallet for all these different play to earn chains, then, you know, that might be interesting. That might be the transition into full Web3 where everybody has their wallet. These exchanges maybe do something cool. I'm curious to see what OKX is doing, you know?
Yeah, definitely coming, I believe. Yeah, I mean, at some point, it will all be Web3. The upgrade will be completed, and we'll be in a whole new era of the internet. And that's very exciting. Moving on, Atomic Hub times Banksa. More integration. Atomic Hub announces fiat payment option for Wax NFTs. So it looks like you're going to be able to use your credit card and stuff like that to buy NFTs right off the marketplace, instead of going through all the changes of getting Wax. And if you're not too familiar with the stuff, you're kind of a newcomer, it might be a little bit of a difficult process to get your wallet set up and everything, although you will need your wallet, of course, to actually get your NFT. But it is nice to just kind of swipe your card, instead of going and getting Wax, right? Sometimes the drop is happening real fast and you don't have time to go and move your tokens around, and you can just kind of pull out the old plastic and
it's actually also very good for creatives, right? They can tell their friends that necessarily are not natives already on any chain. Hey, you can buy my artwork, my digital artwork right now. You just need to swipe your card, and then that's the process that's happening, and then they get introduced to blockchain, right? So for us people, it's way easier to promote the drop or something that we do, a product where we say, hey, you can just buy it with your credit card, and then because you bought it, you kind of get your way into your wallet, and then you start exploring this world. It's not like you need to first send money somewhere and then you maybe get some magic internet money. It's different.
It's cutting out that exchange as well. That's so opens it up to so many more people. It's sort of going to make the whole thing so much more accessible. It's the best bit of news so far, I think, this week.
Definitely. Yeah, it's really great to see more and more exchanges hopping on board and kind of accepting the Wax and our community and our ecosystem. And I don't know, Coinbase next, everybody, who knows, right?
Coinbase just introduced NFTs, so I'm not sure, like you might be able to introduce, you buy with your stuff with credit card on Coinbase, and then you can convert that to the NFT that you want to buy. This Banksa stuff seems to be like, shout out to Atomic Hub for making that. It seems like a nice partnership. I love it. I would like to know where Banksa is based though. Like with the new regulations coming out, that's interesting to kind of know. Seems to be
here.
Onboard global audiences. They must have a lot of licenses in order to do these services.
Yeah.
NFT checkout. I like the sound of that.
Unlock access to the top.
I pick out, get your NFTs. Now, anyway, I can do my own research. Let's move forward.
Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on.
Banks seem solid.
So Wax tweeted out that Taco is very popular NFT platform. They actually have like a whole universe basically, right? They have their own platform with all kinds of different options to games, and so they're actually out of beta and they're officially on the Google and Apple App Store. So that's really great news. Taco tweeted out, our app is now available on Google Play and App Store. Yes, we're out of beta. This is our way to contribute to the mass adoption of Wax. celebrate. We're unlocking the NFT tool for all users. And it's actually their birthday. I believe it's either today or tomorrow. Don't quote me, but yeah, happy birthday, Taco, right? You guys are really great. You guys do a lot for the ecosystem. A shout out, guys. Really blessed with what you do. And last but not least, I saw that Binance tweeted out. Actually saw this on a lot of people retweeting it, so it's probably not news anymore, but Binance US is excited to announce that they will be listing WaxP on their exchange. So that's a very, very exciting news. As you know, last time regular Binance Asia launched it, Wax went really far up, right? It almost reached $1. I believe that was why, because it was listed on Binance and everybody had access to the tokens. So we'll see if another bull run's coming soon. And that pretty much wraps up the news, guys. So we have some collabs, not too many this week, but we have a couple. We got Farming Tales collabing with this Sativa app. It's a coffee shop. We'll kind of check it out. We got the Kumas is collabing with Pizza Hand, and of course Crypto Swatch do a lot of collabs. They're collabing with Share, so we'll kind of get into these. So first up, greetings from Sativa, the first project on Wax wallet based in the menu of a real coffee shop from Amsterdam. Collect our psychedelic stickers to blend them into your favorite strains. And I'm kind of new to this one. We don't really dive too far when the collabs. We kind of wait for them to actually make their own drop. But I think this one's kind of warranted and interesting. So let's click it and see what kind of NFTs they got for us.
Yeah, man, I like it that they're kind of linked to a real world entity like a coffee shop in Amsterdam, right? That's credible. If they bring out sativa seeds, then there's some connection, you know, and they might be able to use it with their customers at some point. And I think that's, again, like that's real kind of funny onboarding. It's not just like, let's speculate on JPEGs. So it's cool. I like it. Sounds good. Greetings from Sativa.
Yep. So this one was yesterday, guys. So it looks like a lot of it has ended, but NFTs.
Can we look into the details? I want to know how educational they are with the
sure.
Because in the attributes of these NFTs,
it says Sativa's non-smokable weed is the very first collection based in real assets from a coffee shop in Amsterdam, bringing to you the most popular and wanted strains from our menu. Get your hands on in one of our NFTs. You will need to collect our psychedelic stickers to blend them into our precious NFTs. Thanks to everyone who visits us wherever it is in our physical shop or here in the metaverse. Visit our Discord and Twitter for more. And this is their Twitter, guys. You can check them out. It's gr_from_sativa. Go ahead and give them a follow if you're interested, and you'll have tons of information here. And we'll kind of get back to these NFTs and check out a couple. Like this animated one here is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I hope, like, you know, in the attributes of the NFTs, like, can we see the descriptions? I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool.
Yeah, the artwork's nice.
Fourth sticker of Gen 3. You need a golden NFT or a GFS grinder card and a certified stoner coin to claim our weekly NFT. So that's kind of cool. You need like a grinder, right, to grind up
that's good.
the nug and stuff. I always like to check out blends. It's my favorite part of the whole like process. Blends was really fun for me. So here's your 420 CryptoBuds grinder card. Looking pretty sweet.
It is like a grinder card.
Yeah, you probably put them together, right? Put them together, put your NFT in the middle, and grind it up.
Nice.
And release all that sativa. And yeah, this is pretty sweet. So I like what they're doing. It's definitely cool, like Martin said, real world stuff. That's always fun. And it really gives this like extra use case, right? And even collectability, because you know, it's rare stuff. If you have a rare physical product combined with a rare NFT, proof of ownership, all that great stuff. And yeah, guys, they're collabing with Farming Tales. I don't know, Martin, if you've been watching the show lately, but Farming Tales, we went over it a while back. It's real world farming, right? Where you can grow food, and it's crypto farmer. NFTs represent real products from real farms. Probably check out some templates.
Are these the ones that did the honey to start with?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Are these the ones that is combined with a real farm? Are these the ones that you could get like real product? You can get real products from?
Yeah. It's a very big initiative. Exactly. So they have real land and everything tied to these farm plots and real animals and stuff like that. So again, another real world NFT collection. So they're both
Very cool.
Yeah, both collabing together. So it's going to be pretty interesting. We'll definitely go into that more when they have a drop. So we'll kind of move on to more collabs. Crypto Swatch. If you guys don't know about Crypto Swatch by now, you know what I'm saying? You guys are definitely missing out. Very, very, very interesting. And they were very early as well. They have these different swatches. And we can go to their website real quick and check it out. These are all the collabs. They've done tons of collabs. They're very active in the ecosystem. We got the Chummies, we got Corporate World over here. Remember this one, Martin? It was one of our first shows. That was real fun. Virus Busters. So yeah, guys, you definitely got to check this one out. And they are collabing with our very own chair. And that's another very interesting NFT series where the whole universe revolves around different chairs, right? And it's just crazy looking chairs. They have like fire hydrant chairs and like ladder chairs and every kind of chair you could think of, right? It's a chair in a box. We can check out their website. I don't know if we've ever actually looked at their site. You got some physical stuff, some hoodies. Sweet. These are new, I think. Yeah, so all these different like chair, Batman chair, B chair.
I love chairs.
Iron chair, remember that one, Martin? Oh, that one's really good.
Like, that's a collab with Boneheads, the Boneheads guy, Richard Bone.
They've done one right before. This one is actually with Crypto Swatch, right? But are you talking about this one?
Yeah, the one with the. Is it with Crypto
Swatch? Yeah, they've collabed with a few people, so definitely.
Right. Cool.
Oh, look, virtual clothing. Yeah, man, nice. I love all this new stuff that's coming out. Super dope.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my camera is off the whole time. All right.
Hey,
now I can see.
What's up?
I didn't know my camera is off.
Yeah, we have a packed show, guys. And as you know, guys, we come live and direct, right? We do everything raw here. It's live, and that's how we like to roll. And actually, shout out to NFT Insiders, right? This is where we get all our info. We compile it here so that you don't have to. And the next on our list with the collabs, Pizza Slice is collabing with the Kumas, as you can see right on their Twitter. You can check them out at the Twitter. It's at NFT Pizza. Give them a follow if you're interested. And they are collabing with the Kumas. Kuma's another NFT collection that's very active in the community. They do tons of collabs. It seems like every show we're looking at a new Kuma, and there's tons of them. Super dope. So yeah, Crypto Kumas guys. Collabing.
Yeah, man, they're holding it down with the Wax Wednesdays.
For sure.
Like, you know, it's a good time to meet you. I think we met all together on a Wax Wednesday before, and
yeah,
kudos to Crypto Kumas to doing this regularly every Wednesday on Twitter Spaces. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they've done a collab with Mikey.
Ooh, Mikey's coming up.
Yeah, Mikey stuff.
Are you excited for the Mikey difference? Oh man.
Yeah. So you guys can check this collab's coming out Friday. So you definitely have time. Get your wax ready, you guys, because this looks like a great one. All right, moving on to our drops. We got exciting ones this week. We got Dogefellas, of course, right? We're here with the co-founders and the founder. We have Ocean Defenders is coming out. They're dropping their starter packs. Galaktika, that's a new one for me. Arc Inferium is new for me as well. And I'm really happy and stoked to get into this. So let's check it out. First one up, guys. Arc Inferium. I'm new to this. I usually like to ask Jana, but there's so many in here. Has anyone heard of this one? Anyone familiar with this one? Before we get into it, it's new to me.
Nope.
Martin, have seen them?
Nope.
All right,
nope.
let's check.
I've never heard of them.
Let's check it out. Starting out with a pretty cool website, Arc Inferium, fight, evolve, and earn. I was doing a little bit of research. I think you create beasts and you can fight in like an arena. So it says mankind in an attempt to speed up its evolution invents a virus that turns people into creatures. Let's see, let me move this over here. Creatures of hell. It seems like this is a punishment sent by the gods for their pride. In an attempt to save their species, people send many capsules with genetic material to the far corners of space, which according to their logic should have increased the chances of survival. However, the hope of saving the species has been vanquished. The space was filled with hellish creatures fighting for territories and resources. So we got some game rules here. You got your capsules, right? Different rarities, you got the usual suspects. We have common, rare, legendary. You can actually also stake your tokens, other tokens here. So it looks like you're gonna be able to stake Ether, Farmer's Token, Rec, Alien Worlds, all that Brawl. So all these here, that's cool. It's a nice looking start. I love it when there's cross-chain compatibility or cross collection compatibility. It really makes it exciting and it gives it use cases to the other tokens. Looks like there will be 10 types of abilities. These abilities can be equipped to your monster to gain an advantage in the arena. The abilities have a leveling system, blending 2 level 1 fire abilities will give you 1 level 2 fire ability. So you can upgrade them and stack them. These are the different monsters. Each capsule will produce a monster. The monsters can be equipped with a limited amount of abilities. The lowest tier monster can have up to 2 abilities, and the highest tier monster can have up to 10. That's interesting, right? You can have a really powerful monster if one has like 2 or 3 and the other one has a 9 or a 10. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna know which monster is gonna win that one, right? So these are the different monsters. Looks like they have like a pretty cool virtual looking arena going on. And it's gonna be super interesting to see more play to earn stuff. They got game tokens, they have Arc, Spark. So Arc, the primary game token. Arc is used to purchase abilities, fight in the arena, and grow Cyro capsules. The token can be acquired in the Arc staking system. And the other token they have is Spark. The Spark token is energy. Energy is required to claim staking rewards. 100% of energy equals 100% of tokens claimed. Energy is also needed for monsters to fight in the arena. Spark tokens can be received when growing your monsters. So that's cool. Definitely have their tokens going on. These are the different Cyro capsules. They're going to be dropping soon. I believe this is actually today, guys. So yeah, let's see if we can find the drop here. Oh, look, the different monsters are here. So these are the different monsters you guys are going to be able to get depending on the different rarities. Super interesting looking alien monsters. Hangman. I think I got my money on Hangman. He's looking pretty terrifying. Here's the different abilities. We got wood, ice, plasma, wind, shadow, lightning, earth, gravity, fire, water. So tons of different variables that you can do. Here's their roadmap, guys. You guys definitely can also do your own research. Very interesting. You've got the white paper, part 1, marketing, pre-sale drop, beta game, quarter 2 and 3. We're gonna have the drops, battle arenas, additional abilities, and Q4, Q3 to Q4. We got arenas, auction, and they're gonna actually have a metaverse. So that's gonna be interesting. Your monster is right in your pocket. So it looks like they're test flight available on Apple and Google. So more mobile. It's good to see more and more collections implementing the mobile stuff, because that was definitely kind of a gap there for a while, right? It was only desktop. Most of the people in the world, especially the younger generation, right, they're just strictly mobile. They take their phone everywhere they go. So it's definitely a good idea to integrate your
yeah,
platform.
especially for those kind of games, right? Those games you don't get super engaged all the time, but you kind of play your some cards, make some moves, and then when you're waiting for a bus or somewhere, that's why it makes more sense to play these games on mobile. You don't need to have a VR set for this or like a gaming setup, right? So I think it's a smart move doing this on mobile.
Totally. Also in places like Southeast Asia, a lot of people don't have
Right.
they do everything on their phone. So having mobile access is really good. This looks really cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. I'm really stoked on it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see the gameplay, right? We have these cool monster cards. I want to see them moving. I want to see actually how when I play them, if there's something happening, or if it's just like you won, thank you, and then play to earn. It's play to spend time, and I want to spend my time being entertained and not just waiting for my earn. Otherwise, it's just like wasting my time, right?
Yeah. As Jana says all the time, it's play to learn, right? She learned her lesson on a couple of those on the games. So it's always be cautious, guys. This isn't financial advice. We don't really do that here. It's kind of, we just compile all this information and kind of let you know the drops and stuff of what's going on. It's none of this is paid. None of this is, sponsored. We just do this for the love of the community, and that's how we do it here. So yeah, shout out to Ark and Fury. You guys are doing pretty cool stuff.
Cool. Good luck on the drop.
Yep. Good luck, guys. And this is it. It's still live, right? It looks like they're selling pretty good. So get in there, guys, if you're interested. All right. Oh, this is where I get lost, Martin, with all my tabs. So let's see where we are.
That sounds super reasonable. I probably would have been lost before.
Yeah, I do it every show. Like, I have like 50 tabs up here, but yeah, we love it. Okay, next one up, guys. Box Maze World.
Well, the packs sound a little bit like the cards that we just saw in the other game, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Banner.
Yeah. This one is today as well, guys. Coming out of South Africa. I got some information here on their Twitter. Shout out NFT Insider. Love what you guys do. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hydro, for everything. And yeah, let's look into their website here. Welcome to Box Maze World. Play now, Martin. Dare I? Maybe we'll click that. You never know what's going to happen when you click those things, man. The stream might disappear, you know. But we usually make it out pretty well. So all new burn to earn mechanisms, whitelist packs, level and tier upgrades. Here's their white paper, guys. We want to check them out. Basic game info. I read the whole thing, but Box Maze World is based on a burn to earn power level system. That's a new one. I like that. The higher your power level, the more you earn. To increase your power level, you must infuse equipment, also known as burning your NFTs. Each power level will have a fixed amount of tokens you will be able to earn and claim when you start out. You will need to claim your tokens every hour. This is where the tier system comes into play. Tiers are increased as you increase your power level. So as an example, if you reach power level 11, you unlock tier 2 mining, which increases your claim time from 2 hours to 4 hours. If you reach level 21, you unlock tier 3 mining, which increases your claim to 6 hours, and so on. So yeah,
it's kind of very complicated, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it seems so, but I like that. I like that because sometimes when it's kind of a learning curve on every game, but once you kind of learn and there's not really much more you can do, it just becomes more of a collectible, right, than an actual game. And it's good to know that you can keep stacking stuff, and there's different things to to keep progressing the game forward. And they have tons of links here, guys. Definitely check it out. There's their economy. They got BMP, BMR, and BMC, the different tokens. BMP is used to restore consumed power, used to increase max power. BMR used to repair consumed reactor health, used to increase max bar beyond the default value, used in conjunction with BMC to craft BMR equipment. BMC, there will be no equipment pack sale. Crafting will be the main source of increasing your power level from the get-go. So that's cool. It's revolved around crafting. I love that. As I said earlier, blending is my favorite part of all of this. There's tons of stuff you can do with blending. It's like limitless. Here's a little bit of information on the team, guys. It's good to know that they're not only anonymous people. A lot of drops have their anonymous creators, and you never know if it's even a human, right? AI might have created it, or a bunch of bots, right? So yeah, good stuff, guys. Everybody check that one out.
Cool. When's the drop?
It's today. Let's see if we can find.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, guys. All right, another mining game, Ultimate Mine. So this one's.
I understand why OKX is spending so much money in getting a UI going for all these games. All these games make mega promo. They get all the fan base, and if it's really easy to switch between UIs on one exchange, they get a lot of traffic. So many games, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's just the wax.
Yeah.
So this one's tomorrow, guys. Deep Mine. Yeah, like I said, another mining game that's very, very interesting. I was checking it out, and this one is actually very nice.
I've heard some good stuff about this one. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I've heard a decent amount of people talking about it and saying some cool things. So this is what I'm interested in checking out as well.
Yeah, it looks like they spent a lot of time on this one. The art is very well, right off the bat. The website's very nice. And I see a play button here. Dare I click it?
Check it.
Check it out.
Woo.
Nice. It's gonna be interesting seeing the gameplay.
Yeah, I didn't see any. I mean, the cards look like they have a lot of detail, which is not bad. But like, yeah, I would like to see some more than just the designs, probably.
Yeah, for sure. We'll kind of check them out real quick. Different kind of stuff we got here. So I noticed that the NFTs look really nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
nice drawings.
I love the website. I love when there's this extra, when they put extra love in here. You can flip the cards around and stuff and see the back. Got rock fields, space debris, glaciers, lava, Ohm Springs. These areas are very scarce. Their lucky owners enjoy the relatively stable environment combined with the richest DME deposits across the entire planet. So that's their token. And yeah, looking sweet. First play and earn social economy strategy and expanding sci-fi metaverse. Reimagining the way players cooperate, earn, and develop together, sophisticated and well-balanced economic system to create immersive experience and sustainable long-term ROI. Nice.
Multi-chain. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
Wax, Binance, and Polygon.
We love that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're still kind of looking for the Holy Grail. No one has really actually done like a complete sustainable economy, right? With these play-to-earn games, it's so new, and the models are sometimes flawed. So it's going to be interesting to see who actually, you know, who actually gets that luck. You know, I don't want to say lucky, but who's going to be the ones that actually have that sustainable economy, right? To have a model
to get it right. Yeah, it's a lot to try and figure out.
Definitely, because there's always people out there that are trying to game the system, you know, and smart people as well, right? People that are like, that's their whole life, right? They're there to kind of win the system or win the game, right? To beat the AI, right? That's what they live for. So shout out to those people as well, but leave our ecosystem alone. But yeah, there's always out there to game the system.
This is where it's getting interesting, like with owning the assets and owning parts of the NFTs of the game, you're becoming more part of this game. And I would even describe it as like a DAO membership of sorts. If you're so invested, you're playing the game, you're owning parts of the assets. Therefore, like even if the financial model or if the ecosystem is not there, if you can capture kind of with your artwork or kind of with your vibe, a community which just enjoy the community and therefore help you improve your gameplay, help you evolve, right? And iterate. I think that's the cool thing that where the potential of these games is, because they take the ownership, they give the ownership to the people that build these games, right? So it's not just you need to come up with a perfect idea from the get-go. You just need to stay connected to your community, which is basically Web3 ethos. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy to see so many experiments basically, because it is.
Yeah, I've noticed too, a lot of the model is kind of changing from play to earn, more to like play to own, like you're saying. It's owning your assets and then kind of like using those assets to kind of do what you want with them, right? Trade them with other players, put them on the market, flip them, and all that stuff. More of, instead of kind of like trying to come up off the ecosystem, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have your stuff and it's more of a peer-to-peer thing instead of kind of like, just juicing off the whole chain or whatever. So it's very interesting to see. And like we were talking about, let's see who actually comes up with the model that is like going to work and it's going to stick and it's going to kind of be like the go-to model. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of games out there that are doing very well though. Blockchain brawlers, Jana mentioned that's she was kind of doing pretty good. So they're doing well. And like Martin said, these cross-chain games too, when you have different ecosystems and more than one chain to kind of like, feed off of, I don't know if that's the right word, but it spreads it out more and more, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's very, very interesting. All right, the moment that we've all been waiting for, everybody.
Oh shit!
Dogefellas!
Finally!
Yeah, I thought I'd try to play a video right here, guys. So here's a moment of truth. We're going to.
This is sort of an introduction to what the drop that's coming up. So.
All right.
So let's watch this, and we'll kind of get into it with you guys, and you can kind of give the community a lowdown on what Dogefellas is all about. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Dogefellas Founders Coins dropping on Wednesday, June 8th. Get ready to get made. Here's how. The Founders Badge will be a single-use item, good for one draw of a low-tier card. Rarities will be common, uncommon, and rare. This is priced at 10 USD, so it's a great entry point if you're feeling the squeeze. The coins are a long-term hold item. They start at $50 and will give pack drops for each major NFT release, characters, equipment, and more. They also give an allocation of tokens, starting with our in-game currencies, Fellas and Mob, once those are released. They also give you priority access to any upcoming sales, including the apartment and land sale. These are the way to go if you got the scratch. Dropping on Wednesday, June 8th, 7 p.m. UTC on Nifty Blocks. Don't miss out. Get ready to get made. Dogefellas.
Nice. I'm going to drop a joke. It's kind of an offer that you can't refuse, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Sweet. All right. See if I can hop back over.
Yeah,
Man,
we can get a little bit into
so hyped every time.
Yeah.
the video gets you hyped.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time we've actually ever moved out of a screen and come back in. So it looks like we did it without a scratch.
Nice work.
Good job.
Also.
Yeah. All right. So how about we'll start with you, Chris? Why don't you kind of let us know what the lowdown on this thing? I did look into the website and it's based on kind of like the Mafia game and stuff. Was I reading it right?
Yeah. So set in a 1920s, sort of alternate 1920s New York. So everything's sort of mafia based with this sort of real lean on Art Deco sort of style. So the website at the minute is the old sort of artwork. So we have updated to a new, completely original artwork that's all sort of our own. A lot of the stuff made from here was sort of grabbed from various places, altered, and sort of enough to make it our own. But rather than sort of risk like copyright things not standing up to sort of NFT use, we've just gone ahead and recreated everything. So within the next day or so, we should have a new website coming out that matches that and also matches the artwork for the UI as well for the upcoming sort of game and staking platform.
Nice. Yeah, I was checking it out. It looks super interesting. I don't know everybody, but I definitely love. I think most people love the Mafia, the theme. That's always
everyone loves a bit of the Mafia,
the Godfather and stuff like that.
I like the token names like Fellas and Mob.
Yeah, Mob is definitely tight. Definitely tight.
Yeah,
we
that's
got
very cool.
We I mean, the kind of origin story is we started, it was going to be just the BSC shitcoin, and some of the original art and stuff was done up for that, and then once we had some of that done up with the original artist who isn't a part of our team anymore, unfortunately, Chris and I especially were like, hey, wait a minute, like maybe this doesn't need to be a short life cycle shitcoin. Like this is something like just the vibe and the feel of it right away. We were like, this is cool, this is fun. Like everybody knows Goodfellas and The Godfather and that kind of stuff. Everybody knows Dogecoin, and the kind of memes just came together perfectly. And we were like, wait a minute, maybe this could be more. And we're all gamers, and we were like, wait, why don't we make this like the game that we want to play? And we started on this a year ago, and it grew from literally something that was going to be maybe a couple of day life cycle to now this game that's gonna be massive. We've got a huge roadmap, and I think we have some really cool things planned down the road. And yeah, I'm so excited about it. We're so excited about it. It gets me up every morning. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should be. It looks super dope. I can't wait to see more and more with this stuff. And I noticed down here, everybody, it says, "Don't be a schnook." So definitely check it out. Me. Don't miss out.
I'm still a schnook. I've still got a day job, so I'm still working to get made.
Well, it makes you even, more. We appreciate it even more that you're on the show with us today and taking your time, man.
As a matter of fact, they said that they're going to actually be giving some stuff away. They gave us a few tokens, so you guys can check us out later on. Check out .gems_ for some giveaways, and I'll let you continue. Sorry, cutting you off there.
Awesome. No, it's all good. We so the tagline is Dogefellas is a social espionage play and earn game, and the long-term goal is to build out a full 3D city and have a gameplay style that's a cross between Ragnarok Online, Among Us, and Metal Gear. So those are a couple of those are some throwbacks, but in the daytime of the city, you'll be able to like cruise around in the city, complete some daily quests, interact with people, trade. We'll have apartments, so you can build out your own apartments, shake down other people's apartments and businesses to collect some tokens. We've got a distillery, like a crafting mini game for consumables in the works. And then at night, everybody has a family association, and the gameplay will switch to like a PvP style, Among Us style gameplay where no one will know what family anyone's associated with. And the goals will be complete your tasks, identify through like kind of a spy mechanic what family association other people have, eliminate other families, protect your dawn, and out the rat within your family. So there's going to be like a whole different cycle of gameplay over time. And now
that is interesting. It reminds me like in one of the first mobile games like that was coming with a famous application like here in China, it's called WeChat, was that everybody had a farm on their account, and you could just go to their farm by sending them like a web link or whatever and steal all the vegetables. That was the only game, right? But people went nuts on it because they were just chatting about, you just stole my nuts today. Like I just thought because you could never really keep it, right? You could nothing do with these fruits. You could just accumulate it, but people could raid you without you knowing. So they had a lot to talk about. In this game, sounds like with the raids that you just talked about, that sounds fun as hell.
Yeah, and that's we want to focus on like the social aspect of it, where you're always interacting with people and the distrust. Like humans have a built-in distrust of everybody else, and that's like Resistance and Mafia and Werewolf are classic games. Like they've been around for ages, and everybody plays them, and they're super fun. So that's the goal for that. And like I said, that's a massive promise, and we're a long way from that. So the roadmap has been broken down into a bunch of different steps where we're going to start as a simple little clicker. to get people in and get people started on their journey from a button to a dawn. We're going to have blends, so you can always level your characters up, and you can blend up to from a button to your next tier up. Maybe you blend to a cleaner and then up to a dawn. So there's always going to be that progression for people. And then we'll be implementing like a Pokemon or Final Fantasy style battle game will be the next iteration, where you're building, now you've built out your team of 3 NFTs, 3 characters. They all have different stats and some different abilities. And you'll use that to assault the local businesses and collect your tokens. Then we're implementing
that's phase 4, the shakedown, right?
Yeah.
Collect tokens.
Yeah. Shakedown is the first iteration. That's our clicker.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see an updated roadmap come out on the new website, which, like
Awesome.
Chris said, should be out like today or tomorrow. Our developer is literally polishing it off as we speak. He has been working his tail off. Holy crap! Yeah, it looks really good.
So you're 3 guys. You just the 3 of you.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
Chris
it.
doing the art.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Holding everything together, and then you have a developer number 3 in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Attila. He's 74. He's there on the website. He is amazing.
He's
he actually came on
74.
originally.
No,
He's
his name's 74.
No.
I would love
No.
like some old school
Oh
developer.
man, that would be amazing.
like doing some old
That
school
would be
mafia
awesome.
games. Awesome.
Except
Dawn.
that he would.
The Don, the original Don. Dogefellas Don.
Yeah.
I won't lie. He sounds like the Godfather. He sounds like he smokes 500 cigarettes a day. Crazy.
He's got a good voice. He has got a Don voice.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So after Shakedown Battle comes out, we'll be implementing, for lack of a better name yet, like a raid boss mechanic where everybody will have their family alignments, like one of the 5 different families, and everyone will fight the boss in their own single player mechanic, and scores are going to get tallied, and then those scores will get at the end of the week. That leaderboard, the winning family will get prizes, and this is the part I'm really excited about, because this is where we get to really start opening collabs to people, where different artists will introduce characters, and they'll be the boss for the week. The winning family is going to get some of those, and then the next week that special character is going to be available for purchase. So that'll be our first like really like multiplayer mechanic implementation. And then after that, there'll be a handful of steps to start implementing some 3D models and some 3D cities. We'll do an apartment and land sale where people can implement like a Animal Crossing style mechanic. You'll get to build your own furniture and decorate your own place. And if you've got some NFTs from other chains, you'll be able to show them off in your apartment. So there's a lot of steps in our roadmap, but everything's broken down into fairly like manageable chunks so that we can implement them. And we're in good shape. I mean, Shakedown isn't going to go live until July 11th, but it's basically a finished product already. So we're moving forward on the next steps. Yeah, polishing. Attila's doing some final bug squishing, and then we're already on to implementing the next steps. So we're going to try and continue filming a season ahead, as I say, so that we know we can deliver the product that we're trying to deliver.
Love the sound of that, man.
Very nice. Yeah, I love it. I love this. It's looking really dope. And yeah, thanks for breaking it down for us.
Thanks.
If you have a look at our Twitter, the newer artwork is more on the last sort of 5 or 6 years. So you can see the logos all changed, and we've got all the characters are all original drawings now as well. So,
yeah.
So
that's a bit better feel.
That's all your work. That's all your work.
That's all mine. That's all my work.
Okay, so
Chris,
because
Chris
previously I'm
magic.
not sure if we, right? Because but you told me a story about like you were working with another artist before, and then Chris came in. Like, what's the story? How did you all get together? And how much of the work of the original artwork did you exchange at all, or
There's just the general idea of it. Really, is what's left. There isn't really anything. If you look at the logo, and obviously it's very similar to the original logo, but the original artist that came up with it sort of put stuff together from various sort of clip arts and sort of stock images that you've got access to. And when we actually started to look into it, a lot of these stock sites, even if you take the piece and absolutely tear it to pieces, if there's still an element left to it that resembles that original piece, you can't use it in an NFT, even with the most expensive and the proper actual license. When you actually ask them outright, they go, no, NFTs, no. But so we sort of decided, I started hand drawing stuff, and I use like photos as reference, and then I used the textures out of the photos. So I sort of started doing more and more and more until I got to a point where I was like, let's just swap it over and we'll have all new stuff. And it helped us get through the atomic verification and everything, because it was the one thing holding us back. Now everything's original and our own stamp on it, which is what we like.
Which we like too. Like, it's good that there's original art, that's also the same, where if you want to earn stuff with your art, and if you're going into Web3 and you sell part of your creativity and you build this community, there needs to be an initial value there, which is your art, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be original. It needs to be like authentic in this sense, right? So I appreciate that you're making this extra effort, man. It's dope.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in original art, because you never know, the artist or you guys might go on even after Dogefellas, and who knows what you might do, and then you become super famous or whatnot, and all of a sudden you have these old, rare, super legendary from art from the artist, and it's like, man, now you have like these crazy collectors editions.
Nice. Yeah.
So you drop this coming art up is basically like the founders pack, and you get further art drops dropped later. Do I understand this?
Yeah.
Like these founder coins. Okay. So and you said about like families. There are 5 families in total.
Yeah.
Or how
so
many?
there's.
I'm curious about the names.
Neapolitan, Margarita.
Yeah. Scamosa. Belpies.
And
Bel
whatever. The Belpasse. Yeah.
Belpasse, that's it. Yeah.
The Belpasse. Yeah.
I can never
and I think there are descriptions around somewhere. There's some little texts about all of a little background on all the family. But that's something that's definitely coming in video format as well. Chris has been working his tail off. We're putting out one or two video clips every day.
If you go
how many people in one? How many designs or how many characters are in one family? Do they all have equal size?
The initial drop is going to be
5.
Yeah, 5. The initial drop is going to be 5 different characters, and they're going to be available in all different rarities and all different families.
Right.
So that'll be the initial for the Genesis NFTs, and then when we get to the Gen 1, that'll be a new set of characters. Plus all of the other characters that are going to get introduced. I mean, we've got a Schnezzy Eagle set out. We've done a Medic. We've got a Digi Dodger. So it's just going to continue to grow over time. And as those collabs come in, the family's just going to grow and grow.
Yeah,
okay, so we're talking generations basically, right? You introduce families, but then they can be cross-bred and cross-blended, and we have then a generation of like a snazzy whatever cross-breed generation 1. So so you're collaborating with artists later on, and they supply basically like a variation of a character, and then the cross-blend is this one, or how you gonna do this?
Right now they're set up just to be like their own character. How those blends, I'm not entirely certain how that blending mechanic with all the collabs will shift out. I think we'll probably keep them as standalones and then just allow you to blend up the rarities.
Okay.
Because all of those special characters are going to have unique abilities.
Right. That's what I'm curious about. What are these unique abilities that you have in mind?
Those will be revealed as the characters come out.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, there'll be something, because they will be in the battle game phase. There'll be something like maybe they do an AoE attack or a special strike, or they do a heal or something like that. It's really going to depend on what the character is, who the artist is, and what makes sense to be in line with that character.
So there are two layers to this. You introduce like an artist-specific special move in the game mechanic, and like the artist that you're working with is kind of altering the design or introduces a new character into the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
And it'll also tie in with a cartoon we're going to make alongside of it that'll sort of, so each collaboration will become a part of a story, not just be a collaboration. We are going to start to tell a mafia story from the rise of the Button Man is what the first sort of chapter is going to be. And it'll be sort of a collaboration along the way with hopefully artists working with us, doing the animations. And like I say, I can sort of do some, and we're hoping to sort of gather a few people to create some sort of storyline to all of us, tie it together.
Yeah, you can do little pass the pen events in your community and develop the story further, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. I noticed over here on the Nifty blocks, it says Dogefellas is a social espionage play and earned game on wax set in the 1920s New York. See if you can trust your friends or if one of them is a rat. I like that. That's funny. Yeah, I love it.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely. So
I noticed. Actually, sorry to cut you off. I noticed that these are whitelisted.
Go.
Is there a way to? How do you get whitelisted for these for this drop?
We did a whitelist at Digicon. So we had the whitelist. The stickers were up for sale, and then you blended them to get a whitelist token, or anyone who's holding a Dogefellas coin or badge or anything like that has access to that. And the whitelist is just going to get a slightly early access to the founders coin sales and drops.
Are there any that where you don't have to be whitelisted, or is this strictly for whitelisted community members?
Oh, no. That'll go public a handful of minutes after the whitelist. So those will be available to everyone. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. All right, sweet. You guys have anything to add to this?
I heard there's some giveaway, right? There was some giveaway going on.
Yeah, we're gonna be giving away.
Yes, sir. I sent you guys 2 badges. The other big thing we've got going on is we're gonna start doing if any of your viewers and stuff are familiar with the Wax Wednesday Twitter Spaces. There's 2 already. One is hosted by Wax Official in the afternoon, and then the evening one is hosted by Brett and Kumas. We're actually starting a Wax Wednesday early edition. Schnazzy will be co-hosting with us, and that'll be at 10 a.m. Pacific. I can't remember what time that is for everybody else. I think it's 5 p.m. UTC. For everybody who's in other places and can't make those because they're in the middle of the night, we're gonna be hosting that as a weekly show as well. And I'm leaning on Rug Radio, which is a fairly big youth project to pick us up too. And we're working on going to be putting those up on Spotify and a couple other places. So on top of everything else, something that's really important to us is the Wax fam and getting involved in the Wax community and help growing that and help bringing us up and raising awareness for Wax, because it's really the best place. So if your community is interested in, so pardon?
No, Wax is made for NFTs. There's no arguing.
Yeah,
it is.
Plenty of other chains that are multi-purpose. Wax is made for NFTs. That's why it's best. Custom made.
Oh man.
Yeah, it still amazes
me.
We
look for a long time. It amazes me that people don't know.
Right, about Wax.
When we started, we were going to build on BSC, and then I got into Farmer's World actually, and realized like the potential of Wax, and it was like, oh wait, hold on, we can do all these things. The tools, Nifty Blocks wasn't even out yet, but like,
all right,
Atomic Hub as a marketplace was way better than anything else anywhere else, and Alcor is basically like a centralized exchange that functions as a DEX. And I went to the guys and was like, hey guys, just like, this change is the place to be. It has all of the tools we want. It's our users aren't going to need to pay gas. Like this is where we need to be. And then I got involved in the community and got to know a bunch of people like Brad and Kumas and Schnazzy and got these guys on board, and they were like, yeah, okay, yep, it definitely is the right choice. And I'm so happy we made that move.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, is your guys' token, is it available on Alcor right now?
It is not yet. Where that listing will come basically at the same time as the Genesis NFT drop, which will be July 11th. So a big chunk of the money that we raise from that will fund that liquidity pool, and that'll go live kind of at that time.
Nice, very nice. All right, well, thank you guys. Thank you for giving us the lowdown. I think everybody's super excited, and yeah, I can't.
We sure are.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. All right, okay, everybody. Everybody, definitely check out Dogefellas. It's coming out tomorrow. Get your wax ready and be an early adopter, because this one looks definitely like a gem. Definitely.
Yeah, 1 year in the works. That's pretty amazing. I love it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. So another exciting drop. The Ocean.
Yeah, also 1 year in the works.
Yeah.
This has been going on for a while. This one is interesting. Has a lot to do with charity. 50% of the drops go to the different charities that support oceans. They're recruiting an army of ocean defenders around the world to marshal change and help to save 30% of the world's oceans by 2030. Pretty hefty goal, but I think if enough people get involved, we can definitely start that process. And
That's cool.
yeah, the packs are dropping on June 9th, Thursday, 20 UTC. And let's kind of get into their website a little bit. So become an ocean defender today, help save the ocean. They actually have a comic strip on Kiteboarder magazine. The two founders are girls. Actually, there's three founders. One is like an artist and an ocean conservist. He's he's called Mr. Ocean. He does a lot of work with whales, and they're all deep sea divers. And the two girls are professional kiteboarders. One is the leading female kiteboarder in Asia, and they're very passionate about what they do. There's very, very influential people involved. I don't want to go into too much detail, but very influential people. One of them her name is Sylvia Earl. She holds the world record for the deepest dive, and she also has the most dives that's ever been done by any human in the world. You can find her on like TED Talk and stuff like that. She's super passionate. I've seen pictures of her with like Obama, and so it's definitely the real deal. And they're very, like I said, very passionate, and they're really, really trying to help solve this big problem actually that we have with the oceans, right? All of us kind of have a hand in it. We don't mean to do it. It's just kind of being a human being, right? We all have a hand in kind of polluting the ocean in one way or another. Some people more than others, but having said that, then all of us should kind of have a small hand in doing our part into kind of reversing that process, whether it be skipping seafood one day a week or whatever, or if you see, a piece of garbage or plastic in the shore, just go ahead and pick it up, or anything. There's so many different things you can do in the ocean or even on land to kind of like be conscious about what you do as far as like, saving our oceans and keeping it healthy. So the NFT collection, that's not set up yet, but they're definitely working that up. We kind of go over to the NFT blocks drop. So here's the NFT blocks page, and this is their first drop. You're going to be able to get very exclusive packs of the original Ocean Defender cards. We're going to have different waves. This one is the first wave, and you're going to be able to have a chance at a booster card. You have about a 50% chance to get a booster card, along with 4 or 3 Ocean Defender NFTs. It's dropping in 2 days, $9.99 a pack. And let's kind of look at the some of the defenders. So here you see this is Radhart. This is Paul Rosales. As I mentioned, she's the leading Asia's female kiteboarder. She can feel the ocean. She can hear its whispers, every beat, sound, wave, and any frequencies in between from the deep blue seas. Our marine friends call her name when they are in need for the ocean defenders to come to their aid. That's one of the defenders is Mr. Ocean I talked about earlier, thinker of all things for the sake of all marine creatures, the brain behind the isohextron metaverse, connecting all ocean defenders around the world to unite this army, call upon the sacred geometry of the water. And they're not all revealed yet, but yeah, very excited. There's some more. There's Ultramarine. There's Sir Richard, which is Richard Branson. He's very influential person in the world, and he's very, very passionate about the ocean and saving the ocean and the marine life. So I'm excited. We do have a video to share, so we're gonna go ahead and try this again.
All right, guys, I gotta go back to work. I'm still Chinook.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure to meet you.
definitely.
Take
Thank
care.
you for
All
joining
the
us.
love.
Yep.
Good luck, man.
Take
Thanks for
care.
joining.
Thanks for joining. Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's see if I can figure this one out. All right.
Yeah, man. It's so again, we go with like the real world connection in a way. What these people are doing, basically, they have been first of all having a real world connection to their workplace, to the ocean. So they are like in an early interview, like that really touched me, or like made it very clear for me that when Paula and Susie were like basically like kite surfing every day, they are in the ocean every day, so they see really how the ocean's pollution is declining and destroying, wildlife and whatever. They see it deteriorating, right? And if these people are starting to do something and give you an opportunity to help, and build this community, that's again like very, very cool aspect. I hope this like continues further. This is really just the first starter drop with their own characters, so they put their own names basically on the line and mint NFT collectibles from them. And yeah, we're a little bit involved in the project, but let's see the trailer first.
All right, let's start it. I love this one.
I don't hear. Oh, there we go.
This might have been the older one, Martin. I apologize for that.
No, that's fine. I was worried the music is not starting yet.
You hear it?
Yeah. So it's stuck for me. Is it not stuck for you guys? Is it stuck for me?
It's stuck a minute ago. It come back now. It's nice beat those.
Yeah, man. I think
Their art's nice. It reminds me of an old like 90s cartoon called Captain Planet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Exactly. That's pretty much the inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
It's good.
You see who made the beat?
Yeah, even the beat was made by one of them.
That's good. I like that. Is there a whitelist to that or something?
And no, actually not. This is
Just
like
an open drop.
Yeah, it's an open drop, and like the reason why we chose this date, and we chose this date with the Ocean Defenders, who will have a live event in New York City on that date, on the 9th.
Cool.
So this Thursday, it's actually World Ocean Day. So we chose really to choose this drop, and like kind of the promotion first wave, will be like, hey, it's Ocean Day, buy a fucking Ocean Defender.
Yeah.
It was a challenge to get it out too. Yeah, but we definitely got it going.
I think I'll be buying it. So I think. And look, I like the look of it. It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Sorry. So,
Super dope.
Yeah.
Anything more to add on this one, Martin?
Yeah, I mean, from the designs that I saw in the video, right? In the first starter pack, you will get basically the characters, and as you saw in the video, something that's interesting there is we see a lot of comic strips. Why it reminded you kind of these 90s things.
Yeah.
So the comic strip is gonna come sooner, like similar like you had in your project, like different phases. Like the Ocean Defenders will also start like with the different phases, and in these packs you will have basically like 5 different designs of the Ocean Defenders, basically the founders of this project that came up with some ideas. We already mentioned a few names, you know, like the full reveal will be in the promotion coming on Thursday, or when you unpack your packs. But like these people are actually very close to the ocean and have a professional connection to them. So this will drop, and later on we will see the comic strips, and there's some other things that we will reveal, I guess, like every Wednesday on the show right now.
Yeah,
we got stuff coming for weeks in order to make a good impact to save the oceans with the Ocean Defenders.
Yep, they're gonna have different threat cards where you can do different blends where you kind of eliminate the threat, like, you know, ghost nets, oil spills, and stuff like that, and you'll get dropped like special rare stickers. So we're gonna do a lot of blending stuff, kind of like a blending game. And they also have like a comic book that they're going to be dropping. This is kind of like a very early version of it, but
you need to switch. I don't see it yet.
Oh, you don't see it?
Nah, we're still on FT Blocks on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
I saw you going through the pages and I was not.
Yeah, in that case, let me just go back here. But yeah, they'll have a comic book. They have comic strips. They're also on Kiteboarder magazine, where you can find their comic book there. And yeah, so I can't wait for this. I'm very excited to see maybe.
We should get Paula. We should get Paula and Susie and Jeremy on the show, probably for the next show, and talk to them. And now I see the
You do.
Yeah, sure. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's still kind of new. Maybe I shouldn't even really be showing it, but since, you know, this is kind of exclusive drops, everybody can get a sneak peek of what's coming out. But yeah, they'll have different volumes of this, and you'll be able to blend these different comic strips, and you'll be able to go into their comic book and claim the NFTs right from the book and stuff like that. Special NFTs where you'll have to be whitelisted, so to kind of give you an incentive to read the book. And once you read the comic, if you have done some threats and stuff like that, you'll be able to claim special stuff here from the comic. And
I love this page, man. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. And these are
the project, the boosters. So on this drop, we will see basically here we have a sneak peek of all the designs being in the packs. And before we saw like the boosters, and here we see like these different groups, all these like real world NGOs or initiatives that actually produce something. These are your booster cards. So you have these like people that are actually working with the ocean that produce a collectible of themselves in like a superhero kind of alliance. And we have booster cards, which are like organizations, boosters that are real world bringing. They're more of an organization, and we want to give them an additional exposure that you can also later use in the game, but there's also the educational content about that you learn about their strategy and how to protect the oceans. Like faraway projects, for example, Oceania. For the first drop, it's also EOS Nation is one of the boosters because we provide the green infrastructure that we want to, you know, bring to that the NFTs are going to be launched on, because it's going to be on Wax. You know, another great thing besides the usability, we're never getting tired of mentioning the green aspect of Wax, right? There's no fucking, sorry for fucking saying fucking.
But there's no comparison. Yeah, there's nothing out there that's delivering the kind of stuff we are. It's like 20,000 times more efficient than Ethereum. So that's kind of
yeah.
20,000 times more.
Still on the sensor part. Very nice.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna move on because we're running out of time, but we got a couple more drops to go over. We're gonna go over very quick. I just wanted to kind of show us what we got here. We got Galaktika. That's an NFT series coming out. That one's coming out Thursday as well, along with the Ocean Defenders. And this one looks pretty cool as well. I noticed that there was very nice art, and let's see if we can see an FT Blocks link anywhere. There was one somewhere. If not, we can go here and just check out some templates real quick. So here's an auction. See how nice these are? These are super nice.
That's trippy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Here we go in here. Check that out. And a little slow on the trigger here, guys, but
Claim your wax. It's all good. You did some sales, huh?
Yep.
You got some wax to claim. Doesn't cost
Yeah,
you nothing. You just claim
Oh.
your wax because you made some
Yeah.
sales.
But yeah, those are super nice. Yeah, I love it when people actually they include the Nifty Blocks link with their stuff. It's really easier to navigate. But yeah, this is looking very excited, very exciting. See if we get some more information. We'll hop on their website real quick. Got myself tied up here.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
it's a long show.
It happens. It happens. I'm trying to get out of here, but it won't let me go. So
I'd have been lost a long
Tripped
time
out.
ago.
yeah.
You've got so many tabs at the top there. I would
So
have been
many
lost
tabs.
like so many times.
And
All right,
multiple browsers. You know,
Yeah.
just that's not the only browser that he's.
There we go. There we go.
Oh man.
Templates. Yeah, we'll kind of check them out real quick. This is Galaktika, everybody. I just thought they were really, really nice with the art and everything. It looks like they spent a lot of time on these NFTs. So that's coming out tomorrow, Thursday, guys. So definitely get your eye.
Trippy.
Yeah, they're really cool, right? Really trippy. It's kind of like a a galactic game where you can do different things with your NFTs. You get the commander ships, scout ships, cruise ships. So there's ships involved. And, I'm digging it. I think this one's really sweet. As far as
designed.
yeah, the art's awesome. So yeah, definitely check this one out, guys. All right, and last but not least, we have moon mining, HE3. As you know, helium-3 is that mythical element, which it definitely exists, right? But it's like the holy grail of energy. It doesn't produce any kind of carbon emissions. There's no radioactive fallout or anything from this energy, and it's abundant on the moon. It's in the moon soil. So that's what this game is kind of like basing their stuff around. It's a moon base NFT game where you kind of build your moon base. The first colony on the moon, become the first colonizer of the moon with strategy blockchain NFT game, and together with we harvest helium-3 and other minerals. So how does it work? All the packs and cards are on Atomic Hub. Of course, they got how to set up a wax wallet. And here's the collection. Another nice looking NFT collection here with the art. They got the metal, which is common. You got the jadeite, which is uncommon. Silver, rare. Gold, epic. Helium, legendary. And these are the different minerals. They got the oxygen, water, power, and hydrogen. And we'll kind of just watch this trailer and wrap it up.
So much space stuff, man.
Many videos this time too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. And that's moon mining HE3. And that just about wraps up our show. I had one question though. So Chris, do you know about cat stickers?
Do I know about what? Sorry.
Cat stickers. Have you ever heard about the cat stickers collection?
No.
Oh, well, in that case, we're gonna have about 1 more minute of show here. And we have to show stickers. It's a very favorite collection. And
I think I've had a briefly seen these.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're based on real kitties, and these are all the different stickers. And we're gonna wrap up this show in about 10
Wait,
minutes.
what? They're based on real kitties? I didn't know that.
So you can actually submit your cat, and they'll make you custom cat sticker of your cat. Yeah, not all of them are real cats, but some of them. But yeah, they got all the different.
That's awesome.
Here, and so they're actually dropping their mystery cat on Saturday. Yeah, I never let a good cat sticker go to waste. So if they have a drop, I'm gonna let people know. It's kind of our.
Can I also send them a picture of a dog?
The community. The dog
Yeah,
sticker.
I want a dog sticker. I want a dog.
Can't send them a picture of a dog. I want to.
There is a
cat
dog
sticker of
collection.
Simba.
Yeah, there is a dog collection where they actually donate to the homeless dogs, and we'll probably cover that right at some point. But yeah, that's cat stickers, Chris, and make
I
sure.
have heard of them. No, yeah, I have heard of them.
Yeah.
It's that many different project names. I'm like,
Yeah, thank you for joining us and explaining the drop. It's super dope. I can't wait for Dogefellas, and that wraps up the show, guys. Thank you for joining us. Had a great time showing all these things to you, and we'll have to see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
bye.
Thank you, Chris.